Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 4 of The Combine. I'm your host, Isaiah DeAnda Delgado, and I'm going to be talking about NBA today with Jack and Andrew, followed by NFL with Ty and newcomer Phil, and we'll finish it off with sports records with my boy Ray. Stay tuned after this because we're going to get frisky.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated champs, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to give me plaques. Step up in the building and I only bring the facts. When I make a highlight, they gon' replay, run it back. Okay, always locked in, now I don't got time to lax. Saying he the best, he could take a lap. Batted 1,000 when you check the stats. Boy, is you ready? You ain't gotta ask.
And we are back. We're about to have my boy Jack on here. Might propose publicly since it's V-Day, Valentine's, get a couple chocolates for him. And we also have the love child of Cameron and I, baby boy Andrew Montana. Come on, guys. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty well. Another prediction for me correct. Super Bowl champion Chiefs, and I'm ready to talk basketball.
I'm doing great too. Can't wait to be on the show with my very own mother.
Huh, you look well rested, baby.
Thank you.
So, let's get into it, guys. How are we feeling about the NBA trade deadline, all right? A lot went on, a little bit of shakeup around the league. Do you think it made any difference? Who won?
Well, a team that won was the Minnesota Lakers. They got the whole Timberwolves team from last season. That was really good. They got D'Angelo Russell.
Really good?
Really good, yeah.
Really good. Where'd you guys go?
They should have beat the Grizzlies, but they were leading for 75% of that series. But they got D'Angelo Russell, nice point guard, shoot, play make. They got Jared Vanderbilt, defender, rebounder, hustle player. And they got Beasley shooting. They got all the things they really did need. So I thought the Lakers, even though they're terrible and they are way, 5 games under 500, outside the play-in, I think they have a healthy roster, one of the best in the West.
Andrew, you're a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this roster following the deadline?
First off, happy to hear that Jack is sort of fanning our flame a little bit, though we are still, 13th seed in the West.
Who's counting?
Yeah, but I mean, we did get better during the trade deadline, but I don't know. I really don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. I mean, I love Russ, but he's out. That's a lot of free space that we're going to have in terms of money, in terms of minutes. Hopefully the newcomers from Minnesota, particularly D'Lo, will take over. We'll see how it goes.
Do you think that he's going to have more success than he did in the past? He played with Kobe, all right? Played with Kobe. What did they do? Nothing. So, if he does something with this team with LeBron, does that make LeBron the greatest Laker? Yeah, that's right. I said it.
He already is a greatest Laker. Already is a greatest Laker.
He's the best person to put out a Laker uniform,
Greatest of all time.
but he's not the best Laker.
I saw Rihanna wear a Lakers uniform one time. She might be better than LeBron.
That's crazy.
Not after yesterday.
This shit was good.
Whoa.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Lenguaje.
But the Lakers, I mean, D'Angelo Russell, the only thing that concerns me is that LeBron's foot injury is apparently going to linger all year long. So I have no idea how long he's going to be out there for.
He just needed to drop the record, and he's good now.
It's going to be an interesting fit between D'Lo and LeBron just because, they play at their own pace. And
Talk a little bit about D'Lo, though. You were hating on him, I think it was a week and a half ago.
I was absolutely not hating on him.
You wanted the Tims to get... You want to get rid of him. You're a Timberwolves fan.
No, he wanted Patrick Beverly back.
He wanted
That is so not true. I was
true.
the biggest D'Lo fan ever. So
that's a lie.
No,
no,
What?
absolutely not.
No,
that is 100% true.
D'Angelo Russell is the only Timberwolf I
said
consistently like, and you were clowning him. You're like,
Yeah,
nah,
I
nah,
thought he was
not all the
talking
time.
about. What
He's
are you
inconsistent.
talking
I
about?
gassed him up. I was like, man, I had a man crush on this guy going up to Valentine's Day. You got all upset because
you.
I want to be your
I was the
Valentine's
one
Day
saying he's
crush.
playing the best basketball of his career.
Dog, have you not seen Brooklyn, the one-time All-Star, like Anthony
And
Edwards just cheated his way into?
pull up his numbers now, and he's playing better than he was in Brooklyn.
So why were you gassing him down?
I was not. That's the problem. I was
Dog,
not.
this is
Siphoning gas
crazy.
from D'Lo, and then all of a sudden you were like, oh, finally we traded him. I remember this. All right,
Dude,
I checked
that's
the DMs.
Cameron.
I
That's
wish I had
Cameron.
DMs
That's
to
not
throw up
me.
on there right now
That
because
is
at the end of
not
the day,
me.
bro.
That is not me.
The switch-up is crazy.
Oh my
What?
God. No, it is crazy. It is. It is.
Would you want to
Have
be
fun
a
with old
Valentine's
man
with someone who
Conley.
switches up like this?
I am taken
I would.
aback.
Honestly, I can't
As one
trust
of
him.
D'Lo's biggest fans, dude, I have spent hours in that room over there debating with people about Andrew Wiggins and D'Angelo Russell and talking about how D'Angelo Russell clears Andrew Wiggins.
And handsomeness. All right. Let's just keep it rolling here.
Is that a word?
Who's and handsomeness?
Yeah.
It is now. So, who's your winner of the deadline?
My winner is the Phoenix Suns. I'm a very big Phoenix hater. I don't like their team at all. And now they got Kevin Durant, which is arguably like the best team, maybe outside of Boston, in the league.
You're gonna guys at Boston right now?
Yeah, I mean they're good. I'm not gonna lie, but they also picked up what's his face? I like this guy, Terrence Ross. My only player that I actually consistently like on the Magic. He's gone.
Whoa!
He's gone.
Paolo?
Paolo's on and off. I'm not gonna lie, like Paolo's on and off. But I love Terrence Ross so much, and now he's gone. But adding Kevin Durant to a team like Phoenix, a little bit injury prone. Chris Paul's older. DeAndre Ayton's halfway in Indiana right now, and now you got someone with arguably like the length of a freaking unicorn, which we don't like that term. But he can score at will. He's a solid defender, solid rebounder, solid playmaker. Very.
What about what they
consistent.
gave up?
What they gave up?
Did they? I understand that they're a winner because they're going all in on win now.
Yeah, it does give up a handful of depth, a handful of their future. As in my opinion, the Mavericks. We'll get to that later, but I think if they are going for a win now strategy, they pulled off a great one. It is unfortunate that they gave up all those great pieces. But I don't know. I think it's worth it if they're going all in.
The team was offering 4 firsts for Bridges.
Mm-hmm. That is wild, and that's an accept for some reason. But I'm not gonna lie, who really cares what they gave up? Because they did get arguably the best scorer in history. So like, and then if you can return T.J. Warren and Terrence Ross, like you said himself, like that, your depth is already back. They're rumored to get Will Barton, who's averaging 13 a game on the Wizards as well, and he can shoot. So they got a lot of depth coming in. So I don't think it really matters how much. I mean, who cares about the picks?
And hopefully they get or they don't get bubble TJ, because we're not gonna have that. Imagine that roster.
Well, yeah. The only concern about them is that they always get hurt. So, Kevin Durant gets hurt, CP0 gets hurt, and Devin Booker just came off injury. So they got a chance to go to playoffs injured.
That's fair. All right, well, let's talk about losers because you guys were feeling pretty good about those boys, but there were some bums. Jack, how are you feeling?
A loser to me was the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I love the fit on the court between Luka and Kyrie.
Really?
I do love the fit. I think it's a great fit.
Oh, good. You spelled subtractions right this time.
I think the problem.
His ear is bitten off.
I think the problem is. Let me get through this. I think the problem is there's 2 options for the Mavericks. The Mavericks lose in the second round. They don't re-sign Kyrie, and now they don't have
the Timberwolves losing the first.
And now, no. Let's stay off the Timberwolves.
Never.
So they don't re-sign Kyrie, and then they lose Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie, which were really their only tradable pieces to get a star. Or they re-sign Kyrie to a 4-year deal, and then Luka absolutely gets annoyed with him and demands out, and they lose in the second round again, and they lose Luka as well. So I think long-term, I don't think they're good enough to win a championship right now with the pieces they don't have and wings and stuff like that, and I think Kyrie just blows up every single team he goes to, so Luka will be out of there soon.
What do you think he means by that?
I don't know what he means by that.
How do you feel about the Mavericks after this? He called him a loser, and you looked pretty upset.
I like the new look Mavericks. Personally, I think it is a sort of new look of Luka and Jalen Brunson, except just kind of upgraded him to Kyrie. Significantly. He is 2% away, field goal percentage-wise, from another 50, 40, 90 year, averaging 27 points per game, and I think 25 for the Mavericks, something like that. But my concern is their defense, but if I'm in charge of the Dallas Mavericks, defense hasn't really been a particular emphasis recently, particularly in the perimeter. Now with Christian Wood, instead of freaking an absolute nobody in the paint, you might have a little bit more defense in the paint, but there's still that defensive concern.
Bro. Like, you look upset about it, but they weren't going to be good at defense.
The Mavericks are literally the best defensive team last year. They were statistically, by defensive rating, the best defensive team.
How are they doing this season? Don't tell me what you used to
do.
They
started out slow. They were doing good after that. I mean, the last couple months
isn't going to be their calling card. They're not winning it because of their elite defense. Is what I'm saying.
That's literally the reason why they're not.
No.
Yes.
No, they're not going to win it. I don't think they're going to win with this roster. But it is a concern going forward that they give up a lot of depth and stuff.
Are you concerned with Kyrie and Luka off the court? Are you concerned with Kyrie off the court at all?
Honestly, I think he's a better fit with Luka off the court than he was with Brooklyn.
Yeah, you are just fooling yourself, dude. I mean,
him and KD were best friends.
I think there's less attention.
He demanded out in Cleveland. He demanded out in Boston. He demanded out.
But did he tear down Cleveland?
Did he tear down? I mean, no, LeBron was still there. But
exactly. No, I'm saying when he was there. You're saying he tears down every team he's at.
Yes.
Championship? Question mark.
They did get
championship. Wait, with LeBron?
Yes. No, with
that's great. That's LeBron.
Give me your other loser.
My other loser is the Miami Heat. Phones were down in Miami. That's too bad. Pat Riley fell asleep. That's too bad. I don't know if you can see on the Graphic. Their additions were diddly squat. They got as much additions as freaking anyone not in the NBA. Terrible trade deadline. I have 2 roommates who are big Heat fans. They were losing their minds. I think Miami and maybe one other team. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was actually another red team. Were the only 2 teams to not make any moves or like anything significant.
Real quick, how do you feel about them?
They're going to be in the buyout market. They're rumored to get like Stanley Johnson, Serge Ibaka, something like that. They need size and they need backup point guard as well. I wouldn't be surprised to get Russ, but they did nothing. But they've been one of the best teams in the NBA since like November. So I don't know. I think they'll be the normal Heat where they play absolute nobodies but still win. So
I don't think they're going to go as far as they did last year though.
No, I don't either. They're just getting older. But that's all the time we have for this segment. So we'll see you right after this break.
Hot takes. I'm Johnny Jackson. We've got Emily Aaron to my right and Maluka Costa to my left.
Hello and welcome to our segment of Hot Ones. I'm here with Noah Kemper and Grant
Wheeler.
Yep, I knew that. Grant Wheeler.
Listen, I'm a Bulls fan, but I just can't ever argue against LeBron. I watched him my whole life.
I've been going back and forth with this debate for a long time. It's got to be Michael Jordan.
Whatever she wanted. I would wake up in a maid costume for Doja Cat.
Brutal.
Jeffrey Laux, no question.
Richie, I would give it to Richie.
It is not Richie. It is not Richie.
No, it's Jeff.
Richie's pronouns are he, they, because he cannot be him.
What?
Oh, wait a second.
I'm gonna have to also agree and say Jeff. He always is spiffy.
It might be Cameron. Cameron's had some good fits.
Out of the women, Norelli always dresses really, really cute.
Oh, that went so awful.
It's basketball.
College football, I think, is the best sport to watch. If you don't like soccer, it's because you suck at it.
I think college football is the best.
Thanks for watching.
And we are back. I'm joined on Combine set with my boy Phil. He's a newcomer, all right, and we got Ty, regular. Phil, how you feeling first time out?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. You know, I'm excited to be here. First time.
First time. Feeling, you got NFL stuff ready? You're wearing Dolphins. I don't know what you actually know about football.
I'm a diehard Dolphins fan, man, to the day I die.
Ty?
You are looking as beautiful as ever, Isaiah Delgado.
I appreciate you combing
especially
your hair.
coming up to Valentine's Day. Oh, I had to look spiffy.
Can you be my Valentine?
Bro, honestly, there's a lot of people asking. I'd love to throw you in the mix, though, Phil.
I appreciate that.
All right, let's get into it right now. I want to talk about next season's playoff picture. We just saw the Super Bowl last night. That was pretty exciting, all right? Chiefs got another one. It's cool, but let's look at the future already. Who can actually compete with them going into next season? What are teams that are bound to hop into the playoff picture?
Well, Broncos Nation is not let's hide no more. It's let's ride. Yes, I'm going with the Broncos. Reason why I'm saying the Broncos will be in the playoffs next year because not one, they got Sean Payton, but they got Javonte Williams back. Now, when Russell Wilson was on the Seahawks, he always had a good running back in Marshawn Lynch, Chris Carlson, and Rashad Penny. Now, they got Javonte Williams back, who's a great runner. They'll be there next year.
All right, well, I don't know, man. I had high hopes for them going into the season, right? Russ was supposed to be that guy. They fell off. I don't know. Like, Ty, how do you feel about the fact that he's saying they're going to make it into the playoffs, but they looked atrocious this season?
I don't think you can just add Sean Payton and immediately make a difference.
Really?
You know, Sean Payton's great. Like he was great with the Saints, but I think Russ is washed.
You think he's washed?
I think he's washed. I think as of now, he's washed.
Phil, you think he's washed?
Russ is not washed. It's like how Russell Westbrook had a bad season with the Lakers last year.
One Russ to the next. All the same to Phil here. That's crazy.
He just had a bad year. All good quarterbacks will have that one bad year. But watch this. He's going to come back.
Okay.
And he's going to be better. I promise you on that. You know, quote me.
I think, all right, we went in there. We got that one in there. I mean, how do we feel about the fact that, like, we've got Javonte Williams. Obviously, that's exciting. But he's coming off of injury. Like,
Yeah.
There's no avoiding that. You think he's going to bounce right back in coming off the ACL?
Well, you know who else came off ACL injury?
If you say Adrian Peterson
I'm
right now.
saying Adrian Peterson.
Oh, my
Adrian
God.
Peterson, yes. And what he do?
MVP.
Over 2,000 yards MVP of the season. I'm not going to say Javonte Williams get MVP,
You
but
shouldn't.
I guarantee you he's getting over 1,000 yards.
Guaranteeing over 1,000 yards.
Guarantee over 1,000 yards. Probably. I'm gonna go on the limo here. Top 5 running back.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is a hot take.
Hey.
that's a very hot take.
All right, who do you think gets in there?
All right, we're gonna start NFC.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions. I'm thinking Motor City Dan Campbell ends up taking him in. Jared Goff. I was going back and looking at highlights for Jared Goff just a few days ago. Man's precise. He can
nice
fit it in
with it.
tight windows when he needs to.
He's nice.
I think he was very, very solid. Amon-Ra St. Brown is very highly underrated, I think, as a receiver in the league.
I'm also going with the Detroit Lions too. Not only that Dan Campbell, he's the former Dolphins coach, tight ends coach.
Right.
But the fact that Jared Goff, he showed me that he's trying to revive his career because when he first got to
Let me
Detroit.
think about that real quick. Give me 1 second here.
Go ahead.
I need to think about this because Goff, everybody was telling me, my first episode when I came on to the Combine, I just need to say this. I got slammed for saying the fact that Goff was not much worse than Matthew Stafford.
No, agreed.
Everybody trashed me on that. Then this season, he looks rough. And that's what we're rolling with is like, now it's the consensus. Everybody's cool with Goff. Goff's going to be the one to carry them into the playoffs.
Well, I think they finally got him a few pieces. They got him DJ Chark there. They did get rid of TJ Hawkinson, which I don't think was the best move.
They did well without him.
They did, but I think it just took time for him to develop true chemistry with the guys around him. So I think next year they're going to be definitely better than they were this year.
You think Rodgers falls off a cliff? I mean, the fact that he's like
Aaron Rodgers?
taking this,
No,
he's taking this retreat because they're still
Okay,
in the division.
But I'm a huge rumor guy.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers to Las Vegas. I will bet
He's not going
my
to Vegas.
house mortgage on Aaron Rodgers to Vegas.
He's not going to Vegas.
Devontae Adams wants him there. Derek Carr's out of the picture. Who else are they going to get?
I don't know, but he's not going to Vegas.
Hot
don't know
take,
about
Derek
that
Carr. I don't know. They're going to wind up with Jimmy G, and it's actually going to be a step down. That's how I feel about Vegas right now.
I don't know about that one. I like Jimmy G to the Jets.
Give me Rodgers to the Jets.
I don't know about that one. When Nathaniel Hackett,
His boy. Rodgers runs the offense. Hackett just has to sit there and watch him.
Nathaniel Hackett can't find his way home from the stadium.
surprised
I don't think
Nathaniel
he can
Hackett
do
has a
anything.
said,
Exactly.
Yeah, he don't deserve a
He only
job.
has a job because of Rodgers. Think
That
about
is
it.
very fair because they're trying to
They
get.
didn't do it because they weren't trying
But
to get
also,
Rodgers.
the Jets have been a poverty franchise for a long time.
Yes.
Zach
yeah.
Wilson stinks.
Yeah, I
Chris
have a lot of things
Trevler's
to
in
say
there.
about
Chris Trevler's in there. I like the guy. He seems fun. He
Their
stinks.
rookie class was disgusting, though.
No,
Oh,
they
yeah.
definitely was.
No,
Brees
they've been
Hall,
drafting
Garrett
a lot better.
Wilson. Yes.
Oh yeah, they've been drafting a lot
Who's
better.
another team you guys see creeping in?
I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints.
You see the Saints, and Ty, you had who?
I was about to say the Las Vegas Raiders.
The
For
Raiders.
the reason we just spoke of is that Aaron Rodgers is going to the Raiders.
He's not going to the Raiders.
I will sell my car and put all the cash
They're trying to sell
on
their
Aaron
car, too.
Rodgers
They might
as well
going
get
to
the
the
pink slip
Raiders.
ready.
They're trying to
Ready
sell
then.
their car, too.
There's no way he doesn't go to the Raiders.
I think
If
there is.
Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, I'm pretty sure he just sold his soul to the devil for a few extra mils. I mean,
Hey, if he goes to the Jets, well, he got to deal with my fans, and then you still got the Buffalo Bills, and for some reason, I don't know how the Patriots could keep competing like they are, but yeah.
That's
So-
crazy that you threw your fans in there with the ones that are actually good.
Oh,
That's wild.
hey,
Rookie
man.
mistake there.
that's so
fans
disrespectful.
It's also the truth, though. I mean, no, you guys aren't on the same caliber. Let's just be real. If Tua's playing, you guys are legit.
Yeah.
But that one game a season isn't really going to take you anywhere.
Well, you got to look at this. We had a third-string quarterback in the playoffs. We going against a Buffalo Bills team, and we lost by 3.
Yeah, it was-
And Buffalo,
I don't know. All right, who are teams you see getting bounced real quick?
oh, the Giants.
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Seahawks.
The Giants. Giants have no
I think
offensive
Seahawks.
firepower
I think the Giants make some moves this year.
Yeah?
I think they do.
like they did with Kenny Galladay.
Oh, yeah, that paid out big time. Bricks for hands over here.
Hey, he had 2 good blocks.
Danny Dimes struggling.
They're gonna re-sign him.
Honestly,
he had a
yeah,
pretty good year.
yeah, he had a good year this year, but are we sure that he's going to wind up staying as like Vanilla Vic, or is he going to bounce back and be Danny Dimes? Because the guy can't pass. Look at him. Look at him. He couldn't hold a football. He'd fumble it if you freaking handed it to him any season before this one, bro.
He's looking
The
mighty fine.
the
here.
Cowboys-
I think this guy's gonna be
The
fantastic.
Cowboys earlier off air, Phil was talking about being a team like that are decent. All right, they've got potential. But when we look at the Eagles in the same division, like they're set up for success for years in the future. Like, they should be right back in the Super Bowl next season. The NFC's weak, and I don't see him. I can see him getting bounced.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know about that one.
They call
I
him
do not like the Seahawks.
Danny Pennies, man. Not
Danny
Danny
Pennies.
Down. Yeah, not Danny Down.
Who else you
Danny
got?
Pennies.
Give me somebody real quick.
Geno Mid.
So, all right.
I do not like the Seahawks going.
Pop up the
We're
Seahawks
still talking
graphic
about
real
it.
quick because I just need to say, I don't know. First off, I don't like the whole concept of he's comeback player of the year. What did he come back from?
Nothing.
Being trash.
Literally.
Like, that's what he came back. It wasn't an injury that stopped him. It should have gone to McCaffrey or Saquon because they were injured. We're talking about a guy. Look at him. Look at him on the Jets right there, bro. That's the guy who's going to show up next season. He's just about to secure the bag, which I'm all for. But I don't know that I could consider them perennial playoff. Like,
They will be there, but what team in the AFC that won't be there next year is the Chargers. I'm sorry.
What?
They got to get rid of Brandon Staley. That Jaguars
yeah.
debacle, that was horrible.
yeah, he's pretty trash.
Defense, 5 takeaways in the first half alone. 5. And you're like, oh, the defense should have did more in the second half. No, I'm sorry. The defense did their part. I'm sorry. The offense need this. They only scored 3 points. 3 points.
Yeah, he's turbo.
In the
speed.
second
He's
half.
pretty trash. Also, Keenan Allen's old and he's about to get cut. That's their wide receiver 1. So, like, they're in a bad position.
They have the 21st pick. They're going to take a receiver there, or they're going to trade for one. It's either going to be D-Hop or a rookie.
Real quick, who's the last team for you that's getting bounced?
The last team that's going to get bounced?
yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Give me a quick reason why.
Because he's out of Baltimore. They're not going to pay him the money he wants.
I
He's
agree.
gone.
He's a top 4 quarterback. Once they lose him, they're done. Huntley
Yeah,
made
exactly.
a
Top 4?
Tyler Huntley made the
put him
Pro
4.
Bowl somehow.
Ooh.
Somehow
we
he
get
pulled a
into it another
miracle.
time.
I don't know
out of
how
his
Tyler
behind.
Huntley made the
Tyler
Pro
Huntley
Bowl.
stinks. That guy's terrible.
Yeah, they just have a bad team. They're built around Lamar, but I can see why you'd say they get bounced.
Literally.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. That's all the time we have for this segment. We're going to be right back with Ray. So, see you soon.
Everybody, and welcome to Hitting the Field Network. I'm your main show host, Dominic Moeller, and this is just a little PSA to come check out our network. We have shows for all your favorite interests, sporting needs, or really anything if you're interested in the world of sports. Of course, our first show is The Combine with Cameron Forcier and Isaiah DeAnda Delgado. It's more of a laid-back podcast type beat. But next is the main show. The best show ever created, the best show ever engineered, pioneered with me, this pretty face on your screen, this handsome fellow. Going to be talking about mainly the main things of the wide world of sports. And then on Thursdays, we have Nighttime with the lovely Emily Aaron and the handsome and dashing Camden Mallory. Then right after, for all you gambling addicts out there, I hope you viewers aren't gambling addicts as much as some of the other people in Hitting the Field. We have Hitting the Field bets with Riley Shepard, Jeffrey Laux, and Waluka Costa. And then we switch it up. We don't always do shows. We like to do a little bit of interviews too. We do interviews with a lot of sports athletes, such as Corey Marksman, that I did. Shout out Dominic Moeller right here, this guy. And then, of course, Kristen Scott with Camden Mallory. And we have more coming in the works. We're always innovating and thinking on our feet. But if you want to join us, be sure to DM Hitting the Field on all social media platforms and networks as well, because we're open to anybody to come through and just check out the program. But be sure to tune in, as Hitting the Field will be seeing you very shortly. Take care.
All right, we are back for the final segment with my boy Ray. How you feeling?
Feeling good here, giving the GOATs their respect this time around.
That's crazy because you're wearing a Giants jersey and you're out here trying to talk about GOATs.
Well, GOAT killers, man. Beat the GOAT 2 times, so who else can say that? You can't take that away from me, man.
That's fair. All right, so we're going to be talking about unbreakable sports records today. I want to know, what record do you think? We just saw LeBron. He just broke a record. How do you feel about that one? Is that one on the top tier?
That's going to be my first one I wanted to talk about. Ironically, we're talking about unbreakable records, and the first thing we're going to be talking about is a record that was just broken in the scoring record. Now, I think this is going to be unbreakable, not only because the longevity you need, but LeBron's not only going to break this record, he's going to shatter it. I can easily see him reaching 40K plus points.
He should. The way that he's been scoring and everything, he's talking about playing with his son Bronny. They should be going strong. Like, he's got a lot of years in the league to potentially, like, shatter it. What was he at? It was over 38,000. Honestly, I could see him getting an easy another 5 before he retires.
And him talking about playing with Bronny, I believe the earliest Bronny could play would be 2024. So if we could see him at least playing in 2024, we don't know what's going to happen by then. Unless the basketball gods decide to strike down LeBron, the GOAT, by the way, over MJ. Yes, I said that. He's gonna easily hit 40K, maybe 41. Who knows? Like you said, 5K more points. I can easily see that.
5K. And then who's your other one? Let me just hear your other one before I
Okay.
get into my tangents here of my records that can't be shattered.
Another GOAT, Thomas Brady, the junior. 7 rings. First of all, I don't see anyone getting close to that. Patrick Mahomes is the only really only other name you hear. He can maybe hit, I can see him hitting 2, but the problem is not only do you have to play at a high level, you need a great team behind you and an elite coach, and Brady was lucky to have both. Yes, Brady was great, but he was also really lucky throughout his career to get all these players around him. That being said, you got to be great, though, so I don't want to take anything away from him, but we can't lie and say Bill Belichick had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but let's also acknowledge the health it took. Like, that's really what comes, like, that's what I think makes him different, because if we look at Mahomes right now, his trajectory and everything, he could easily pass Brady if we're talking, like, he's got 2 right now, he's got 2 MVPs, like, it's ridiculous. But even when we looked at last night's game, his ankle was, like, getting busted up all postseason. Brady had the ACL tear back in the day when he was a mobile quarterback. The first Lamar, Tom Brady.
I love Tom Brady, but mobile and Tom Brady do not belong in the same sentence.
I saw him on a scooter one time. He was pretty quick.
One time. But that being said, the reason Tom Brady's been able to play as long as he has is because he isn't a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Yes, being mobile really adds another dimension to your game, but it also increases the risk of you getting hurt. That means, like we saw the Super Bowl last night, Patrick Mahomes was getting whammed. And when he was scrambling away, you see him got ankle tackled. It was looking kind of scary for the Chiefs. I got scared, not gonna lie, because I
thought he was done. Did you put money on him?
Nah, I'm not. I will decline to say that statement.
All right, he lost a lot. So the other thing, though, so we think Mahomes is the only guy who can compete with Brady right now, right?
Right now, Mahomes is the only person who could possibly reach him. Everyone else, Josh Allen, if he somehow starts winning Super Bowls, but this is Patrick Mahomes' league now.
Some of the people I want to talk about, Joe DiMaggio, his hit record, 56. Nobody's touching that. No. I tried putting money on that for years. Every single time, you lose it. You just have to pick a player each day. Doesn't work. That guy did 56 consecutive games. Untouchable. Then I also want to follow it up and talk about the fact that we've got my boy Wilt Chamberlain. Every single time somebody scores over 50, bro, they're like, oh, look at me. I'm holding a sign. And it's like, that's not 100, bro. You are not triple digits. Get out of here.
Yo, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I wanted to give a shout out to Wilt, the 100-point game. That being said, I was this close to picking Wilt, but the way that Steph Curry started the 3-ball revolution, within the next 20, I can't say with due confidence in the next 20 years that record's going to be standing. I wouldn't be surprised within the next 20 years someone scores over 100 points.
Nobody's even come close, though. And the final, I know everybody's been waiting for this moment, the big kahuna. The GOAT of GOATs. Joey Chestnut, baby. Joey Chestnut. Roll the highlight, all right? This guy downed 76 glizzies. 76 on the 4th of July, bro. 76. 76. We're not talking about 74. We're talking about 76 glizzies. I know you think you can compete, but, bro, nobody guzzles glizzies like Chestnut.
There's so many things wrong with that statement.
So many.
But I can't even, I don't know, how does a human being even expand his stomach that much? Like, people really underrate the amount of training you have to go through to eat all that stuff.
Honestly, dude, his throat is conditioned. Like, it is absolutely insane what Joey Chestnut can do with a hot dog. I've never seen anybody like it. And he's done 78 at home, but 76 when you're on the big stage, that's way better than anything Brady's ever done in the Super Bowl. I just had to get that off my chest real quick. It's crazy.
I'm going to call cap on that.
Listen, when Brady downs a single hot dog with his vegan diet, you can come and talk to me. But when this guy's down in 76, he sweats hot dog water.
The avocado hot dogs hit different, and the avocado tequilas hit different too.
I'm not trying to get hit by a hot dog, baby, but that's all the time we've got right now. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for watching this. Thank you guys for coming on and dealing with some of this outrageousness, like Ray talking about how glizzies shouldn't be a sport. But
I didn't say that.
All right, fine. All right. I just want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day because this will be airing tomorrow. Today we filmed on Monday, but sending a lot of love out there to the OG host, Cameron Forcier, as he recovers from a tough birthday weekend. And we'll see. We'll see who shows up next week. Will it be me? Will it be him? Love you guys. Deuces.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated champs, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to give me plaques. Step up in the building and I only bring the facts. When I make a highlight, they gon' replay, run it back, okay? Always locked in, now I don't got time to lax.